Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our English podcast.
Hi, friends. Today's topic is something almost everyone struggles with.
Yes, today we're talking about how to stop wasting your time.
Oh, I need this episode myself, honestly.
Me too sometimes. Time is something we all have, but we don't always use it well.
And remember, this podcast uses easy words, so it's perfect for English learners.
If you hear a new word, don't worry. We will explain it in simple English.
This is a longer episode too, so let's get comfortable and dive in.
Let's start.
You know that feeling at 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon?
Oh, I know it well.
Yeah. You are staring at your computer screen, your eyes are burning, and you just feel completely exhausted.
Right. You feel like you've been running fast all week long.
Exactly. But then you look at your actual to-do list, the things you really needed to get done, and you realize that you didn't actually finish a single one of your major goals.
Yes, it is a very frustrating experience for anyone.
It really is. It feels like the entire week just disappeared.
We are so glad you are joining us today.
Yes, welcome. Today, we were having a conversation about a struggle every single one of us faces. We are looking at how we waste time and, more importantly, how to stop doing it.
Right. And since this is for you, the English learner, we're also going to explain the essential vocabulary around time management.
Yes. We want to help you understand exactly why time slips away without feeling burned out or too tired.
Because, we all fall into the trap of doing too much, but achieving too little.
We really do.
Yeah.
So let's unpack this. We have to start with the main problem. Why do we waste time, even when we really don't want to?
Well, it comes down to how our brains work. Wasting time feels easy. It is comfortable in the moment.
Like scrolling on a phone, right?
Exactly. Scrolling on a phone is easy. Important things, on the other hand, feel much harder. So the human brain naturally avoids them.
Oh, wow. So it's not because I am lazy.
No, not at all. It is not about being lazy or being a bad person. It is just how our brains try to save energy.
Well, that is a huge relief to hear, honestly.
It is. But this natural brain habit traps us in a very specific problem. People get confused between two important words. The words are urgent and important.
Okay, let's focus on that vocabulary. Urgent and important. What is the difference?
So an urgent task is something that needs your attention right now, this very second.
Like a ringing phone.
Yes, a ringing phone or a message from your boss. They are loud. They make you feel stressed.
I practically scream at you.
Exactly. But important things, like studying English or exercising or planning your future, they are usually quiet.
Yeah, that makes sense. My English book never yells at me to open it.
Right. So the trap is that urgent things are rarely the most important things. But because they are loud, they steal our attention.
So we just spend our whole day reacting to the loud noise, and we never reach the important work.
Yes. Which leads us to another big vocabulary difference. Being busy versus being productive.
Oh, I love this comparison. So being busy just means doing many things.
Yes, doing many things. But being productive means doing the right things, the things that help your goals.
So is the real danger here that small, urgent tasks are kind of like junk food?
Oh, that is a great way to say it.
Like eating candy makes us feel full at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We were busy, but it gives us no real nutrition for our big goals.
That is exactly right. You put out tiny fires all day. You were busy, yes, but you were not productive. And because you are so tired from reacting all day, you have no energy left for what is actually important.
Wow. Okay, so because we have all these urgent things flying at us, we try to do them all at the same time.
Which brings us to the word multitasking.
Yes, multitasking, doing many things at once. Since our brains like easy rewards, what happens when we try to multitask?
Well, multitasking does not save time. In fact, it makes us much slower.
Really? I always feel faster when I multitask.
You might feel faster, but you are not. The brain needs a moment to refocus every single time it switches to a new task.
Like the opposite of single tasking, which is focusing deeply on just one task until it is finished.
Exactly. Single tasking is the goal. Think about driving a car. If you are constantly starting and stopping, you waste a lot of fuel.
Oh, I hate driving in traffic like that. Stop and go, stop and go.
Right. Stop and go driving uses much more gas than just driving smoothly on a highway. Multitasking is stop and go driving for your brain.
That makes total sense. But I want to ask you about phones. Phones and their notifications, like the little sounds they make.
Yes, they are massive time wasters.
But if checking my phone just takes 3 seconds, Isn't it an exaggeration to say it costs several minutes of my focus? I mean, why is the recovery time so long?
It is a great question. Regaining deep focus is a complex process for your brain. Your brain is curious. A buzz feels like new, exciting information.
Yeah, I always want to know who is messaging me.
Of course. But when you look away, even for 3 seconds, you drop all your deep thoughts. To get back to your work, your brain has to restart the engine.
Restarting the engine, just like the car analogy.
Exactly. Every tiny interruption forces the brain to start over. That is why single tasking is so much more powerful. Productive people don't just try to ignore their phone.
Right, they remove the distraction completely.
They turn off the notifications or they put the phone in another room. They do not rely on just willpower.
Okay, so let's say you do that. You hide your phone. You commit to single tasking. But you are staring at your desk and you still cannot begin.
Yes, this happens to everyone.
Why does this happen?
Right.
What is the word for when we just avoid starting?
The word is procrastination. It means delaying something, even when you know it is important.
Procrastination. That is a big word, but a very common feeling.
Yes. We procrastinate because the task feels too big or boring or scary.
And one big reason for procrastination is having unclear goals, right?
Absolutely. Unclear goals waste so much time. Without a clear plan, you might waste 20 minutes just deciding what to do first.
So instead of saying to yourself, I need to study English today, what should you do?
You need to be specific. Tell yourself, I will practice speaking for 15 minutes using today's deep dive.
Oh, that is much better. It is very clear.
Yes. And to fight procrastination, you have to make the task smaller, break it down so it feels less scary.
Like instead of saying, I will write the whole report, you just say, I will write one sentence.
Exactly right. Just one sentence.
So is clarity basically the cure for fear? By shrinking the task down to just one sentence, are we essentially tricking our own brains into starting?
Yes, we are tricking the brain. Starting is always the hardest part, not finishing. Once you get that small win, you build momentum.
A small win. I love that. Taking just one step forward.
Right. And momentum just means that once you are moving, it is much easier to keep moving.
Okay, so once we overcome the fear of starting and we have that momentum, how do we structure our day?
Well, we want to avoid falling back into the trap of just being busy. We have 2 structural strategies for this.
Strategy number 1, the 2-minute rule. I have heard of this.
Yes. The 2-minute rule says that if a task takes less than 2 minutes to do, you should do it immediately.
So like washing one single dish in the sink or sending a really short reply to an email.
Yes. Do not put it on a list. Just do it right then. This clears clutter from your mind. It frees up your mental energy.
But wait, I have a question. If I'm supposed to be single tasking, doesn't pausing my main work to do a 2-minute task break my deep focus?
That is a very smart point. The rule is not for when you are deep in focus. Yes, if you are writing a report, you do not stop to wash a dish. The 2-minute rule is for when you are transitioning between big tasks or when you are planning your day.
I see. It stops those tiny tasks from quietly draining your energy in the background.
Exactly. Now, the second strategy is called time blocking.
Time blocking. That means dividing your day into blocks of time. Right?
Yes. You divide the day into blocks with clear purposes. For example, from 9 to 10 a.m., you study. From 10 to 11 a.m., you exercise.
So it provides structure instead of just a vague, long list of things to do.
Right, and it eliminates the time you waste just deciding what to do next.
Which brings up our energy levels. Our bodies naturally have times when we feel awake and times when we feel sleepy.
Yes, so you should match your hard tasks to your high energy hours. For most people, that is the morning.
And save the easy tasks for the low energy hours, like the afternoon.
Exactly. You also have to protect your decision-making energy.
What do you mean by that?
Well, don't spend deep thinking time on small choices. Spending 10 minutes deciding what to eat for lunch is a waste.
I definitely do that sometime.
We all do.
Yeah.
But you should save that mental energy for important life decisions, not just your lunch.
Okay, so now our active work time is perfectly structured. We are single tasking, we're time blocking, but we need to look at where time hides.
Yes, time hides in places we do not fully control.
Like meetings. We have to talk about meetings.
Meetings often waste a lot of time because they do not have a clear goal or they run too long.
So what makes a useful meeting?
A useful meeting has a clear purpose, it has a short time limit, and it only includes the necessary people.
You know, I heard some people even do standing meetings.
Standing meetings, like without chairs.
Yeah, no chairs. They literally stand up. Because standing isn't very comfortable, so the meeting naturally ends faster. People just get right to the point.
That is a brilliant trick. It really forces people to be productive.
It really does. But another place time hides is waiting time. Like waiting in line at the store or waiting for a bus.
Right. We usually waste this time staring at a phone.
Yeah, mindless scrolling.
But you can transform it into a small win. You could do some quick English practice or listen to something helpful.
Okay, but I have to push back a little here. Is it really healthy to squeeze productivity out of every single minute we wait for a bus? I mean, doesn't that lead straight to burnout? You know, feeling totally exhausted from working too much?
You are absolutely right to ask that. And no, you should not try to work every single minute.
Oh, good.
There is a big difference between mindless scrolling and planned rest.
Planned rest, what does that mean?
It means resting your mind intentionally, on purpose. If you are waiting for a bus and you just look at the trees and let your mind rest, that is actually productive.
Oh, wow. So just doing nothing can be a good use of time.
Yes, it is about having a purpose. Even if that purpose is just to relax for 5 minutes, that protects your focus. Mindless scrolling on a phone drains your focus.
I love that. Planned rest. That brings us to another great way to protect our energy. Saying the word no.
Saying no is very powerful.
Because every time you say yes to a small, unimportant thing, there is a hidden cost.
Exactly. Every yes to something small means you are secretly saying no to something important.
Like saying no to your own deep work or your own planned rest.
Yes, you have to protect your time.
Okay, so let's move to section 6. The sneaky time wasters.
Sneaky traps.
Yeah. What if you have planned everything perfectly? You said no to useless things, you started the task, but you just can't bring yourself to finish it.
You are talking about perfectionism.
Yes, perfectionism. Wanting everything to be absolutely perfect with zero mistakes.
Perfectionism wastes so much time. People obsess over tiny details long after the work is already good enough.
So it's better to just finish it.
Yes. Projects lose more value from being late than from having small mistakes. We say, done and good enough usually beats perfect, but very late.
Done and good enough. That is a great phrase. But does perfectionism often mask itself as caring about quality?
Yes, it pretends to be a good thing.
Right. But in reality, is it just a socially acceptable form of procrastination? Like you were just afraid to let people see your work.
I completely agree. It is just fear. You delay finishing because you're afraid of what people will think.
Wow, that is so true. Another sneaky trap is comparison.
Yes, comparing your life to other people online.
It feels like you are doing something active. You are looking at what others do, but it is actually passive and unproductive.
And it steals both your time and your confidence.
It really does.
Yeah.
So how do we fix all of these sneaky traps? What is the first step?
The ultimate first step is to track your time.
Track your time, like write it down.
Yes, write down exactly what you do every hour for a few days. You cannot fix a problem if you cannot see it.
That makes sense.
Many people are completely shocked by how much time simply disappears on small distractions.
It brings awareness to the problem because time management isn't about finding more time. We all only have 24 hours.
Right. It is about using the existing time more wisely.
Well, this has been an amazing deep dive. Let's summarize what we have learned today.
Yes, let's review the main points.
True time management is about clarity. It is knowing what is truly important, not just what is urgent and loud.
And protecting your focus from distractions like multitasking and phones.
Right. It is about starting small to beat procrastination. Remember, just write one sentence.
Yes, get that small win. And match your energy to the right tasks using time blocking.
But before we go, I want to leave you, the listener, with a final thought.
Something to think about after the show.
Yeah. We talk so much about planning perfectly and avoiding wasting time. But if we treat our time strictly like a rigid bank account, scheduling every single minute, what happens to spontaneity?
That is a very interesting question.
Right. Does scheduling every hour leave any room for those beautiful, unexpected moments of boredom? You know, the moments that often lead to our greatest, most creative ideas. Could wasting time in the right, unplanned way actually be the secret ingredient to a life well lived?
Maybe the goal of managing our time so well is just so we have the freedom to waste a little bit of it on purpose.
Thank you so much for listening today, friends.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who feels busy but not productive.
And remember, your time is one of your most valuable resources.
Protect it, plan it, and spend it on things that truly matter to you.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.